everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is Sunday right now, like Sunday early evening, it's 4 p.m. So I'm just making some food and starting a case study that's due tomorrow for our infection and immunity class. No real exams this week, but we do have a full exam for our dental anatomy class that's purely extra credit, which I really need because we did get our wax upgrades back and I got like a 54 on tooth 20 that I knew I didn't know what I was doing, and then I passed but didn't do too well on number 8. So with the written final and those grades, I'm just a little bit below passing the class, so I need to do decent hopefully on this extra credit exam. That way I can pass the class, but hopefully do a little bit better than like a C- because that's what would be passing. So we'll see how that goes. I went home this weekend and I brought back a lot of stuff. I brought back some of my Christmas decorations. I haven't put everything up yet, and some more blankets for the winter that I'm gonna fold into here. Have to put away some groceries and some laundry and stuff. And like I said, I'm cooking some food and it's already distraught from me sitting in my bed, but I got my Christmas decorations up in here. So I just have this cutie little Santa pillow that I don't know if they still sell, but I got it from Michael's craft store. And then this blanket was from Target last year. But because we don't have any written exams this week, I had like a school-free weekend. I did not do anything for school really after I finished classes on Friday, and I didn't do anything really yesterday either, so it was crazy. I did podcast stuff and YouTube stuff, but no school, so that was wild. I do have our practical this week on Friday, and we're hopefully also going to sign on a house this week for next year, which will be so nice to have out of the way. So fingers crossed that that works. But and I'm recording with 2 dentists for a podcast episode at 9 tonight. We're talking about their experiences after graduating dental school. So private practice versus community clinic versus corporate, and how to navigate like D3 and D4 year in clinic, and the differences between working in clinic at the dental school versus really when you're working as a dentist. So I think it's gonna be really interesting, especially for me, because as a first year, I really don't know anything about any of that. So that's why these podcasts are always really great. I learn a lot and I get to meet some really awesome people. So I'm looking forward to that episode tonight. But in the meantime, I have to get that case study done. And I already kind of planned out my week. So once that's done, I'm just going to be prepping for our SPI on Tuesday morning, which is the standardized patient interaction. And that is about tobacco cessation therapy, which we had some lectures on recently. So I need to review just in general the instructions and like what time I'm supposed to go on Tuesday morning, but I also need to review the actual lectures because we need to be knowledgeable about different medications, and I have to look at my patient's health history and concerns and everything. That way I can properly educate them and know, for example, if they're experiencing bone loss or something, then I can integrate the tobacco cessation education into that kind of a topic. But I'm a little bit nervous for that just because I don't really feel like I'm that knowledgeable about it yet, but that's what this is for practice. So just those couple things to get done tonight, and just kind of unpacking and settling back into the apartment. It was super warm this weekend, beautiful, beautiful weather. We live on a lake at home, so it was so nice to watch some pretty sunsets and stuff if you're following me there. But that's really everything though. So I will show you all some of my evening and talk to you on Monday.
Here we go, it's all about you, it's all about me, it's all about what we do. Making art, you and me, trying to find something to believe, because I'm running wild, I ain't running free. I'm stuck in this town, and the town's stuck in me. Always trying to find another reason to leave, but we sit at home, all alone, hoping one day our names will be known. Cause I'm stuck on the bottom, trying to feel on top, wishing everything would just come to a stop.
Alright, so it is Monday night. I am, I think, pushing off the lecture for immunology today to another night. I'm really enjoying Gilmore Girls. It's a great season right now. I've watched it before, but it's just in a really good time and I have the ability to, so I'm going to just have a chill night. I made some really good food. I made some of that penne from Trader Joe's. You could tell that I really like my specific things, and I got a lot of them, which was awesome. And I also picked up some other groceries from Kroger this morning, which was good, so I'm all stocked up for the week. I have my SPI for the tobacco cessation tomorrow morning at, I believe, 9:30, so I'm going to review a little bit before then, but I think I'm pretty much ready to go. And then I have a pretty busy afternoon after that. I have classes and meetings back to back for a while, and then I'm going into SimLab in the evening to input another treatment plan for another fake patient that's due this week. So that's kind of the agenda for tomorrow, but for now I will say good night and I'll see you on Tuesday. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday and I have some big updates about dental school. So pretty much they emailed us yesterday, and I knew and hoped this was coming, but they emailed us yesterday that pre-clinic is shutting down for 2 weeks because of some COVID cases in the D1 and the D2 class. And I was really hoping this would happen because I was hearing stirrings among the students of so-and-so's getting tested, so-and-so has it, so-and-so whatever. And most of the students live with other students, so they're likely going to get it if their roommate did test positive and everything. So basically they did let us know that they're shutting down for 2 weeks, which essentially means that we have 3 days before Thanksgiving break where they would still be expecting to let us come in person for SimLab. However, they also made it a point for us to understand that we're not going to be doing our practicals those days or our remediation practicals because they want to ensure that everyone has enough time to practice, especially after 2 weeks not doing any dentistry. They want us to have time to practice before they're going to test us. So my understanding from that is that we won't be having any practicals then. And the original game plan was that there's no in-person activity after Thanksgiving because people are going to go home and see their families, and then they don't want all the students coming back to Michigan. So I assume that still stands, which would mean that I won't be in SimLab or drilling or any dentistry until January. So that was pretty crazy. Again, I wanted this decision because I felt like this is 110% the safest thing and exactly what they should be doing when there are cases. As far as I know, there's only a couple cases, and everyone else that was potentially exposed is negative, and they're having them retest after 4 days because you can get a false negative, or it can take a while to show up in your system and stuff, and everyone is undergoing voluntary quarantine for 2 weeks if you were potentially exposed. Myself, I don't believe I was exposed, and I also don't have any symptoms or anything, so I don't think I'm going to get tested, but that could end up changing if new information or something comes out. But I've really only been around my roommate, and neither of us have really been around the big socializing that may have been happening or something. So that's kind of the big dental school updates, and I want to apologize in advance because I really do think, I guess they're going to be more similar to my summer videos, but basically I'm not going to be going anywhere, and we're required not to go into the dental school specifically, so I really don't think the videos are going to be as interesting. Like, some of my favorite clips are the ones when I'm on campus and stuff, and I guess I can still go for walks, and I will, but there's a good chance that Amanda's going to leave, and again, because we're done in person until next semester, so there's a good chance she's gonna go home or go to her boyfriend's or something. So I might go home or I might stay here. Home for me is closer than her. It's a lot of hours of driving, so she probably won't come back, but I can go back and forth because it's about 45 minutes. So TBD where most of the vlogs will take place, either this room here in Ann Arbor or my room back at my parents' house. We'll see. But I just wanted to update you all and say that in advance, apologies if videos aren't as exciting, but I will do my best to make sure I document more details of what's going on with school, and I'm going to be making a updated how I study in dental school video because I think with my grades improving, I definitely have more insight to that now, and I'm doing things differently than I did in the summer, so hopefully that will be helpful when that comes up. And yeah, I have a couple other random videos planned to throw in and another Q&A and everything, so I'm sure that the Q&A won't get filmed for a few weeks. So if you do have any Q&A questions you want me to answer specifically about this semester of dental school, leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them in that video that's going to come up probably a few weeks after this one. I really think that's all the updates. I'm going to continue filming today, Tuesday. We have an SPI and then I have a bunch of group projects, but after that I will probably stop this video and start up a new vlog. That way I can post 2 this week for you all, because I do like more frequent posting as well as doing longer vlogs. I just like to mix it up. So I will see you all later today.
You're always talking about leaving, milk carton, black and white face, smile vacant for the picture, parents waiting in the driveway, oh my darling Arizona.
So I'm back from hammocking and my parents called and they had a good idea. So I'm actually going to be joining them in Florida next week because we don't have in-person activity and I really don't want to be completely alone. Amanda left today, so yeah, I just want to be with my family. So I'm going to be in Florida next week for a little bit. So the rest of this week I'll still be here at school. Then the following week I'll be in Florida, and then after that I'll either be home or here depending what the school is having us do, because that will be the end of the 2-week shutdown of in-person activities, and we don't really have updates on SimLab yet if they're going to try to do anything before Thanksgiving or if they're going to change their original protocol, which was after Thanksgiving, no in-person. They might change that, I don't really know, but I just booked my flight anyways for Florida, so I wouldn't be going for like no reason. I just don't want to be alone, and that is where my parents will be. So that's that, and it's 1 right now. I'm about to make some lunch really quick and then get started on some lectures for 533, our infection and immunity class, starting a new unit since we had that exam last Friday. And then that is our last unit, and the exam for that is going to be after Thanksgiving break. So I have 1 more science exam the Sunday that I'll get back from Florida. I'll be studying, and then that Monday I will have the next exam for cell bio, and then after that we have 1 more. So 2 more cell bio exams, 1 more infection immunity exam, and I think we have another exam for clinical foundations. We have an exam for our 511 oral facial function class. So wrapping things up, but still have plenty of work to keep us busy even though we're not in person. And since we have a little bit more downtime this week, I was thinking about my schedule for the podcast actually. So I know what I'm doing up until about January 11th or 18th-ish, but I did have a couple solo episodes in here that I'm going to bring on some classmates to help me with, kind of similar to what I did for the time management one, just because I think it's more helpful to get other people's perspectives as well. So I'm having my classmate Jenna, who does like bodybuilding competitions, like natural bodybuilding competitions, and she's super fit, very into lifting and working out and stuff. So she's going to help me with a staying healthy in grad school episode talking about physical health. And then a few weeks later, I'm also going to do one talking about mental health in grad school, but that'll be its own thing. And then one of my classmates is recording with me this week. These are all on Zoom, by the way, because, you know, we're on the lockdown, not seeing students or other people. One of my classmates this week is helping me talk about working on hand skills during D1, so we're going to record that on Wednesday. So I'm just getting those scheduled, and probably in December I'll start reaching out to more dentists to get things scheduled over my winter break, which is from the 17th to the 11th, about 3.5 weeks off actually. So there's an oral surgeon that I've been trying to make our schedules align and stuff, and some other people. So this has been a very productive little afternoon, and I edited Monday's podcast already, finally start that lecture. And other than that though, I'm essentially done with work for the day once I get that lecture done, and it's only 2:30, so that's really great. Tomorrow I need to watch some lectures and study for our quiz that we have every week for cell biology. So that's going to be on Thursday. But like I said, I'll continue taking you through today, and then we will start a new vlog for the rest of the week. So I just ate dinner a little bit ago. I made another one of those Trader Joe's pasta dishes, and before that I went for a drive and I took the top off of the Wrangler because it's really warm out today. It was 75, which is part of the reason I went to the diag earlier, and it's gonna get cold pretty much the rest of forever till it's spring, so I wanted to enjoy the nice weather. But I'm working on this assignment for our Pathways class. It's like pretty much like our main assignment for the class. So pretty much we need to go through and come up with 3 questions. So if you're doing immersion, which is the research, I think that these would either be a combination, like you would add them together to come up with your research project, or you'd only pick one, I'm not sure. But since I'm doing selectives, which are just extra classes I'm going to add into my schedule, I made my questions, how can I best educate my patients as a general dentist? And I finished that one already, and then the other 2 I'm still working on. But the questions for the other ones are, how can I work collaboratively with my team in private practice? And the final one is, how can I implement the highest quality procedure options for my patients as a general dentist? So those are the 3 that I'm going to talk about. And we basically just have to reflect on our own skills and plan what we need to learn, how we're going to learn it, how we're going to track that we're learning it well. And I'm pretty much just going to list like what classes I'm going to take that lead to helping me better work collaboratively with a team in private practice, or help me learn more general dentistry procedures or something. So I'm just going to fill this out, and then at 6:30, because it's 5:30 right now, I have a Zoom for the Dental Student Business Associations. So I'm going to end this video here then, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss when I upload twice a week. And also make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up to tell me that you like the dental school content.